Hey guys, just got to do a quick video. I was meant to do one yesterday, but I was really busy with stuff. Right, the EU, UK, France. I'm pissed. I'm extremely pissed that we're no leaving on the date we meant to leave. They've been given an extension to the date. This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. I'm trying to stop myself from swearing, right? I really want to swear right now. It is an absolute joke. Have you seen the petition that's been handed into the government? It's for there's 4 million, unbelievable, 4 million from an hour ago have signed this petition saying they want us to quit leaving the EU, we want to stay in, right? Well, what they're not telling you is, right, what they're not telling you is here, this is good, you need to look this up. What they're not telling you is that next day 2 million of the people that have signed this petition are not even from the United Kingdom. And some of them don't even exist. Hey Doom Show, it's good to see you, man. Listen, did you get that link that I put on your page, your last video? It's the Independent. They're talking about the 4 million people that have signed this petition to say that they don't want to leave. And it's all our BBC, it's all our news, Sky News, and seemingly it's growing by the minute. Absolutely joke. And most of the people that have signed it are for Europe. They're not even for the UK. It's a joke. They have betrayed this country 100%. I seen your video the other night, Clint, man, and the one you were sitting in front of the TV. I was watching that, and I was so enraged at the same time, man. I'm pissed off. We were meant to leave. I voted to leave. I'm trying to stop for swearing here, right? I voted to leave. See my village over there? You can see my village in the distance. You know 90% of that village voted to leave. And I don't know what they're saying about Scotland not wanting to go. Because a lot of Scotland want out of the EU. It's well known. It's a joke. My village has been destroyed by the EU. My village used to be 3,000-4,000 strong. Now there's only about 600 people in it. We had factories. We had coal mines. We had everything. Now we don't have anything. There used to be factories in my village that employed nearly 1,000 people. Right? They all closed down because they all moved to Europe. So the EU this, the EU that. See all these fields that are empty, they don't have anything in them. I was talking to a farmer the other day. Do you know that the EU pays farmers thousands of pounds every year to keep the fields empty? Not to plant anything, and not even to put anything in them. So we have to buy their vegetables, our fruit, from Europe. That's what the EU's doing. It's destroying this country. I mean, look at France. Good God, France is in fire. I was just watching a video before I done this. The riots in France. But the thing is, I'm talking to the guy that's just speaking there in the chat. They're taking the country phase. They're taking the country phase. That's the thing. We can't fight back, but what we got to fight back with? I mean, that's the thing. The British government, it's the British government we're against. I mean, we do the same as they're doing in France, but bloody that Macron, that Nazi, the Macron, is bringing in troops. He's bringing in troops and shooting his own people. You know how bad that is? I'm just going to open my window a wee bit here. You know how bad that is? And then the UK government, the UK government are in a command bunker right now setting up for leaving the EU. See, this is all scare tactics, guys. This is to get the people like, oh no, oh it's got to be terrible. I don't want to leave the EU. Just forget about it. This is what this is doing. It's scare tactics. I mean, it was live on Sky News last night from the command bunker. I mean, I've seen some rubbish in my time, but oh god, I was sitting last night. It was about 11 o'clock at night. It was Sky News, and it was the woman. She went to the command bunker and she was interviewing the general in charge. What an absolute pile of rubbish. We're leaving the EU. We're not getting invaded by aliens. We're not getting invaded by North Korea. We're not getting invaded by Russia. And this is what people don't understand. Nothing's really going to change. We're just got to, all it's got to change is where we get our fruit and vegetables from. And we grow 90% of them anyway. You see what I'm trying to say, guys? It's a joke. The UK is getting flooded with immigrants. Right? Something is going to happen. I don't know what that's all about, this big military exercise this month. That's the end of this month coming. And I was talking to a guy that's in the Territorial Army. And he was telling me that he'll be going to this big thing that's this big exercise this month. And I find it a bit strange them doing it at the same time as we were meant to leave. You know? I mean, there's meant to be like something like 10,000 troops from Europe coming to the UK. What's that for? Is that to round everybody up? Is that to round all the protesters up when it all goes to shit? When it all goes to shit, when the protesters start rampaging down the streets, pissed off with the government, are all these troops got to round us all up? They're suspending the Human Rights Act. In an event of martial law, they've already agreed all of this. If they bring in martial law, the Human Rights Act will be suspended for 21 days. That means they can take you and shoot you. That means they can break your door down your house, come in and drag you out, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you're armed. And I'll tell you something else, see if there is a civil war, I'll fight. Probably not last very long, because I don't know how to fight, because I've never been in the military. Probably not last at all, but like the American Civil War, you know what I'm saying? Was it the American Revolution, I should say, no the Civil War, the Revolution. At the start, the Americans were getting slaughtered left, right and centre. But then eventually they won. They beat them. If that's what it'll be like, we'll probably get slaughtered. But then eventually we'll win. Because I just don't know, guys. I'm just extremely pissed off. I'm so pissed off that the way this has went. It basically says that if you vote for something, right, your vote doesn't really count anymore. Say we vote for UKIP. Say, right, hypothetically, say we vote in UKIP, right, for the next Prime Minister. And say we vote Nigel Farage in as the next Prime Minister, right? But they don't like that. What they got to do? Bring out a petition and say, no, we're just keeping the Prime Minister we've got. Your vote doesn't count anymore. Ah, God. It's a joke. This country is a laughingstock of the world. It's an absolute laughingstock. Great Britain. Pfft. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This country used to be blooming rulers of the world. We used to have places everywhere. Now look at us, we're the laughingstock everywhere. The EU is a super country and it's going to take over Britain. Because if we leave, other countries will want to leave too. And it's guaranteed. Pissed off. I mean, my village, right? My village is famous for soldiers. They're called the Cameroonian soldiers, and they fought in a lot of World War I, World War II, and just about 100 yards in that direction there was a military base, but it's not there anymore. I mean, all those soldiers, there's a monument in my village for them. They all died in World War I and World War II. For what? For the EU? God, I wished I had a time machine. I really do. I would go back in the time. I'd go back to 1939, see the British Prime Minister say, listen, let's just be pals with Hitler, because this is the way they're going to betray us in the future. Look what we did for them. The Nazis had took over Europe. The Russians were losing the war. But no, we helped them. The Americans came, we helped them. We took back France, we took back Germany. We just took out Hitler. But this is the way they treat us. After everything we did for them. After all our soldiers died for them. It makes me sick. It really does. It makes me sick. There's a graveyard just over there. You can't really see it, but there's a graveyard over there. In there, it's mostly war. There's a lot of war graves with people that have died. I mean, there's a World War I and World War II monument down, and a lot of men died in World War I in the trench war. For what? These pigs in Europe that want us to do as we're told. It's a joke. I voted to leave, and I'm guessing that most of you that's chatting in the chat right now voted to leave. And I'll tell you something now. I'm pissed, and I'm trying to stop myself from swearing. I really am trying to stop myself from swearing. I'm kind of a thing where I'm trying to stop swearing, and I'm so enraged. The way the EU have treated us. I mean, I feel sorry for the French people, right? Because they've got a Nazi running their country. I feel for them. They're in the same boat as us. I mean, my great-great-grandfather, he was French, right? And I feel for them. I really do feel for them. What's going to happen, guys? Europe's going to be a civil war. Europe is turning into a civil war. France is, anyway. The UK, borderlining it right now. People can't take it anymore. It's a joke. It's a joke the way everything's going, guys. The EU has been the biggest problem since the end of the war. I mean, it was created with bloody idiots. Oh, we'll start a European Union. This has all been planned. You've got to remember this, guys. This has been planned about 60, 70 years ago. This has all been planned. Agenda 21, how they want to destroy everything. I mean, I'm trying to open my glass bottle of juice here and I can't get into it. I'm just pissed off. I truly am pissed off. Ah, you're right, Paul. You're right, I'm reading your message there. To a reasonless May. I'll tell you something new, see if there is a civil war. We'll get the guillotines out for them. There's no future for this country, you're right. There is no future for this country. And what's the UK, can't pronounce it, the UK going to look like in 10 years' time? Flooded with immigrants. We're doing everything we're told by the EU. I mean, let's take the Queen, right? The Queen. Did you know, how long did you think it took for MPs? Let's all have a guess in the chat here. How long do you think it took for the MPs to put the royal family's yearly money up to? How long it took them to decide on it? 6 minutes. 6 minutes of debating, and they doubled their money every year. I mean, it's a joke. Did you know kind of the UK get fined, was it 150 million? Or 160 million or something? Oh, wait till this car's passed. Last year because we didn't fly the EU flag? But seriously, the EU have destroyed this country. We used to farm. We used to grow our own vegetables. No. We do need a change of government, guys. We need to have a civil war. We need to have a revolution. We need to do something. What's that? I'm just reading the message really quickly. Civil war coming after the... Probably is coming. But the problem is, guys, we do have a wee bit of a problem here. How does one fight the British Army? The best in the world, nearly. Just remember that. How do we fight against our own soldiers? A lot of my relations fight in the British Army. Work for the British Army. How do we fight one of the biggest and bestest armies in the world? Steal their guns. See, that's what I'm trying to say there, right? I know what you're coming for, steal their guns, right? But here's the problem. A lot of people will die. A lot of people will die stealing their guns. You see what I'm trying to say here? You see what I'm trying to say, this? I know. Maybe even if we could get them to join us. And I know there's some people that do YouTube videos here that have been in the army, and thank you for your service, because it's people like you that kept our country safe. And we need to rely on these people. See the people that are ex-soldiers? These people will be the ones that are worth a lot more than us, because they'll be the ones that know how to fight. I don't know, guys. I'm raging. I'm absolutely extremely pissed off. I'm sitting here and it's all tranquil. I'm listening to a wee stream and the birds are tweeting. I do think a lot of soldiers will join our side. I do think that. I do know that. I think a lot of them will be on our side. Just to think soon that the UK will be a war zone because of idiots in Parliament that can't do their job. It's all corruption. That's all it is. It's all corruption. But I'll tell you something right now. See, when we do take this country back, I want to see all these people that have made people on benefits kill themselves and that. I want to see these people put on trial for war crimes. No for war crimes. What do you call it? Crimes. I want to see these people trialed for what they've done to people. I'm drinking some... What is this? Pineapple. You English guys, you ever have this stuff? It's in a glass bottle. We're Scottish, we like that kind of stuff. We drink it with a gallon load. I think that's because we've got no teeth left. Crimes against humanity, you're right there, my friend, you're right. But the thing is, when they bring in martial law, they will bring out the Human Rights Act for 21 days. So that means they can come and get you. They can come and get you. I mean, let's face it, they'll send the policemen. I mean, it takes about 20 police officers to arrest one person now. They all sit in their wee van. They all drive about in their wee vans. The police in this country are corrupt, eh? They don't care. It's a sad time, guys. It's a sad time. I did have a clue how to... I mean, see, here's the thing that I can't get. I mean, you're a Syrian refugee, you come to this country, they give you lots of money every week, they give you a house, they give you a fully furnished house at that, they give you everything under the sun, they make sure you get all the benefits under the sun, you get everything, mobility cars, everything. But then you get a British person that was born here, that's got something wrong with them, that can't get any of that. I mean, seriously. Seriously, that's the way this country is now. I mean, they're going on about that terrible... Right, I'll admit, that thing in New Zealand where the man shot all those people, that was terrible, right? That was terrible. But There's all this controversy over this. They're trying to blame people. They're trying to accuse other people of what they've been saying. What about when terrorists come over here and kill people in London? Kill police officers and that? You see what I'm trying to say, guys? It's a joke. I'm just so pissed off. I really am. Just to know that my vote does not count anymore. Your vote doesn't count anymore. Nothing counts anymore. It's run by a corrupt government. It's so sad. It's just so sad that Britain has lost most of its stuff. I mean, its greatness. God. And I know there's a few MPs out there that are, well, I wouldn't say trustworthy, but they're okay. But I mean, look at Jeremy Corbyn. He's a tat. If he becomes Prime Minister, Jesus, can you imagine Jeremy Corbyn as a Prime Minister? Is that a joke? Jeremy Corbyn? I'd rather get the Monkey Tea advert, give them the nuclear suitcase or whatever it is and let them play with it. God. The odds are not against us. Well, maybe they're no. Active soldiers would come against us. That's the problem. I don't know, guys. That's what they're wanting. They're wanting the EU to be no governments, one central government. I was watching it last night. You got Agenda 21 and how it was all set up and how they're going to set it up and how the EU will be the one government that controls the entire Europe. The New World Order. I know that. And they want to control everything. They want to take everything over. Can you imagine the UK and France, no borders at all? Everybody can walk about as they want, do as they want. Your religion's in jeopardy because these don't like you, they don't like this. Can you imagine that? The euro. Oh, God. I want to keep the pound. This is the United Kingdom. I want to keep my pound. I don't want the stupid euro. Nah. Right, listen, guys, I'm going to end this live stream. I'll maybe do another one tomorrow. But remember, give us a thumbs up, guys. And subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you all later. I'm going to go home because I need to do stuff. And Clint, if you're still watching, I'll watch your video tonight if you upload one. But you should do a live stream, Clint, man. Honestly. Catch you later, man. Right, catch you all later. Bye. Thanks for watching.